He was lucky. Juan Ramon Rojo Gonzalez did not expect to savor such views for another 8 years. 10 months ago, the ETA militant was released early for good behavior after serving 21 years of his sentence. Many of his former fighters should also be in line for early parole, but Spain is using a legal trick to try to prevent it.
The Spanish state has disregarded the law in order to keep the pressure up. It is just another repressive measure, which they used to unfairly extend prison terms.
The issue has riled the public. A life sentence is 30 years, regardless of the severity of the actual crime. This ETA terrorist was ordered to serve more than 3,000 years, and the state wanted to deduct her good behavior from that number, not from the legal 30 years. She appealed at the European Court of Human Rights and won.
It highlights the problems the Spaniards have with their own democracy. And it also shows that there is a political fight that has not yet been resolved.
Rojo Gonzalez was sent down for committing several murders in the name of Basque separatists. His last crime was the shooting of 2 young men in Irún. One of the brothers died, the other got away. He says he no longer sees killing as the answer. He believes in the ceasefire agreed by ETA and Spain 2 years ago, even though ETA remains committed to Basque independence.
The step is decisive. The armed struggle in this country is over. We are now trying to find a political solution to the conflict, a solution which recognizes the rights of this country, the Basque country.
For many relatives of the victims, that sounds like mockery. 28 years ago, Teresa Diaz-Bada's father was killed in a terrorist attack. She's stunned that the government may have to release more than 50 members of ETA at once, and wishes lawmakers had made the legislative changes that could have prevented the current situation.
Spanish politicians should have changed the law a long time ago. It would have made sense to do it during the years when ETA was most active, but it didn't happen.
Every time a terrorist is set free, her thoughts turn to her father. Carlos Diaz was chief of police in the Basque country and lieutenant colonel in the Spanish military. That's what made him a target for ETA.
He had received threats earlier, but he didn't want to leave the Basque country. He came from Bilbao like all of us, and he wanted to be here to defend democracy and the constitutional state of Spain.
He was killed here in the suburb of Vitoria, the Basque capital. On the 7th of March 1985, he did what he did every day and stopped at a gas station for breakfast on his way to work. While he was inside, a bomb was attached to his car, and when he started the ignition, it exploded. Collectively, ETA terrorists have killed more than 800 people. More than 300 cases remain unsolved. Carlos Diaz's assassin has never been caught.
I'm very disappointed in my country, and what I would like most is to leave. I don't feel that Spain, the country for which my father gave his life, either supports or represents me. That is a gross injustice for my father and so many other victims.
Rojo Gonzalez was caught and spent half of his life in jail. He favors the peace process, but he rejects the Spanish government's call for an official ETA apology. He says he was a soldier.
The moment you become an activist, you know you are going to cause damage. You are aware of your responsibility from the moment you join the struggle. But asking for remorse is not a solution.
While the Strasbourg verdict is a victory for ETA, it's a slap in the face for the relatives of victims. And it's not the end of the ongoing debate.